Hey guys, OG Albino here, bringing you guys SPL Season 2 Finals Draft Note. Yes, the last episode of this season. Don't worry, we'll be back whenever the next future SPL season happens, but we're not going to talk about that. We want to talk about today's game, Emvee versus Uzi in Finals. If you guys are excited for this final episode draft notes and enjoyed the series this season, I'd really appreciate if you not only dropped a like on the video, but sub to the channel as well. On our way to 5k subs, and I'd really appreciate it if you dropped a sub, especially if you've been watching all season and you've enjoyed the content. It really helps out smaller creators like myself kind of push forward and get to our end goal. And yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into it really quick. I kind of spoiled it just a little bit, but let's go ahead and take a look at pick'ems, or the results from last week. Sorry about that. Obviously, we know Uzi beat Chimpact in a game where he won 3-0, and Dragapult putting in a ton of work. Chimpact in a position to win, and then he subbed, and we said, no! And the Bolt went through with its Infiltrator ability and was able to clutch up a big victory for Uzi, sending him on to Finals once again. And then we had Emvee versus Leo in an absolute nail-biter, and as Emvee said, the Chinese EV spreads coming up ridiculously clutch in this game, allowing his Empoleon to live on just 1 HP, sending him on to Finals. And if that isn't plot armor, I don't know what is. Uzi's got his work cut out for him, but this is going to be a really fun Finals matchup. With that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at it. Alrighty, so here we are, SPL Season 2 Finals. Now, from Uzi's side, I think his offensive matchup is genuinely incredible here, right? We have Dragapult, which genuinely does not have any real counterplay on this team. I think the best answer you possibly have from Emvee's side is something like a Pheasantipity. The only issue is I really think that Pheasantipity is a liability in most instances in this matchup. I really don't think it's great here at all, and is absolute U-turn fodder, and it's not like it resists Shadow Ball, right? It's not like you come in and you resist Shadow Ball as well as take on the drag move. You might take it decently well, but especially if hazards are set up with something like Deoxys, Shadow Balls are going to do a ton of damage, especially if we U-turn around a little bit, maybe get in another breaker, something like Iron Tread, which is also really good offensively in this matchup. Something else that Iron Tread does is it checks Raging Bolt, which can get out of hand really fast in this game. So I think that's a great aspect to this squad and this team. Chiyu, I mean, man, what switches into this guy? Now, you're in kind of a tough spot if you're Uzi in this matchup, in my opinion, because something like Specs, right, absolutely smokes through Emvee's team. He has no switch into Specs. The only issue is, if you're Specs, a lot of Emvee's common Scarfers will outpace you. So personally, I really like Scarf here. It's going to allow you to outpace random Scarf Cleavors and Annihilates if those end up wanting to come, or even the random Scarf Raging Bolt like we saw, and it's at least a speed tie on a Scarf Flygon, so all good things. Plus, it gives us a revenge on Weavile, and I think Weavile is one of the bigger problems for this squad to deal with. So having a revenge on that thing, as well as something that resists Ice Shard, is always going to be really valuable. So I really like the cheap. Speaking of Weavile, I think Azumarill is going to be a great check to that guy, as well as just a really strong Pokemon in general. I really like Encore 3 attacks here, just to really stop any Mew shenanigans, to really stop any Empoleon shenanigans, and even Annihilate shenanigans, right? Letting that thing, if it's gonna come in, it's gonna try and bulk up, or do some weird, things like that, and kind of take advantage of you. You can always at least Encore lock it in, which is nice. And Farigiraf, it's another guy that does not appreciate being Encore locked. I also really like Rotom here. I think that Terra Fairy Rotom is really strong in this matchup. The combination of just Electric plus Fairy into the squad is unwallable. I mean, if this thing was a Tapu Koko, this would be even more of a wash here. Thankfully, it's not. It's a little bit slower, but with the Nasty Plot up, there's not really anything that wants to take this on Emvee's team at all. It does incredibly well in this matchup. I also really enjoy Deoxys here. I think that Deoxys defense is great at being just a nice solid pivot Fizz Def wise, and maybe something like a Flygon. And even Annihilate, and I know that sounds really dumb, but Annihilate does absolutely nothing to this Pokemon until it boosts up its Rage Hiss. So if that Annihilate is at, 50 base power Rage Hiss, you wall it. You check it incredibly well. And even at base 100, if you're max Fizz Def Deoxys, knows for a fact you don't get 2-hit KO by not super invested Annihilate. So that's something that could be really nice, potentially being a Rocky Helmet set, checking that, as well as just getting up spikes in this matchup, really whittling everything down so that Pult comes in, U-turns, the Fez takes spikes, the Chiyu comes in, it clicks Dark Pulse, something switches in, takes spikes, and just dies. I mean, there's really not much for it in that regard. I think there's room for other Pokemon in this matchup too. I think something like Okidogi can be pretty incredible. Just a 4 attacks variant. There's a bunch of different sets you can go. You can go AV, you can go Scarf. You can even go some kind of Resist Berry. And then Persian is also pretty solid as just a Fizz-Def pivot. It's another potential Weavile check if you want to go that route. Now, as for Emvee's side, I think that Annihilate has snowball potential, as it always does. I think if you can find the opportunity to get those Rage Fist boosts, the Ghost Resists on Uzi's team are very, very flimsy. We have Double Dark in Chiyu plus Persian. But really, I mean, they're a Drain Punch or a close combat away from getting smoked. And something like Persian really doesn't appreciate Annihilate. All it's going to do is boost up Rage Fist or Defiant proc with a Parting Shot and then make something die, right? So I think that Annihilate can get out of hand really fast. I think if the Iron Shards is dealt with, something like Raging Bolts is really tough to deal with. And there's a cool tech option you can go with in Body Press. If you can catch that Iron Shards with a Body Press, it's not going to kill it or even 2-hit KO most variants. But what it will do is going to make it a little bit tougher for that Iron Shards to switch in on a Draco Meteor next time. And especially after that Draco Meteor, it's going to make it even tougher to deal with. So I really, really do like Raging Bolt in this matchup. I think that the Mew is also really, really strong potentially. Again, we have Double Dark, but those Dark types really aren't the sturdiest things in the world from the specially defensive side. There are potential, angles for setup sets like Nasty Plot with Vacuum Wave, maybe some Considberry, maybe some Double Dance variants with Agility. There really is a ton you can do in this matchup. Weavile forces a crazy, crazy amount of progress. You knock. Having that strong Ice Shard for something like Pult is also really, really incredible. And you can even tech off things like Poison Jab for the Azumarill. I think just your dual stabs plus Ice Shard and Poison Jab is really, really powerful here. And then, I really do like Empoleon as well. I think Empoleon can either be that Pulp pivot, maybe some kind of Assault Vest variant can make a, debut. If something like Shaman isn't here, Empoleon isn't really easy to switch into on this team, to be completely honest. So you can off really strong attacks and maybe still be somewhat offensive, or somewhat defensive in checking those, big threats up into your team right here. Now, I don't want to ramble and waffle too much. Instead of just giving you guys a pick'ems and sending you on your way, we once again have a mock battle with my good friend Aimel. We're going to go ahead and jump right into that guy, and that'll be the determining factor for who wins finals. Allegedly, hypothetically, of course. We'll be right back with that. Alrighty, Aimel, one final mock battle to send off SPL Season 2. Do you have any final words before we jump into it and play our pretend finals game?
They heard this.
Oh baby, I think they heard the quack. If not, just know people, he quacked. All right, I'm ready to go. Let's do it.
I said my famous words.
Let's do it. Oh man, this is an interesting one.
Here we go.
Sure. Ooh.
I am Emvee, you are Uzi, and let's see who wins.
Let's see. This is definitely a really interesting matchup. I think that I definitely think Uzi has the matchup. Oh,
Alright, good start. You like this? Alright, we were
still. You do it, I'm doing it, brother. You do it, I'm doing it.
M. Okay, your helmet, good to know. Another spike.
Does he click it? Oh, wow.
Right,
that's
36.
A lot of damage. 36. Holy spectacles,
that's
Batman.
A good 36, I'll take it.
Yeah, that's a really big 36. Holy spectacles, Batman.
Hey.
We see a Keyberry Annihilate.
Rip.
Hey, man, you know you could bulk up, right?
But if I don't have bulk up,
yeah,
can I get a defense boost?
You might not be bulk up based on that. That is very, very true. Or you just really, really want that defense boost, yeah?
And let me push me in the face.
That's crazy, by the way. That's a base 100 Rage Fist, and it does not 2-hit KO from full. Like, that's absolutely
without
insane.
any investment either.
Yeah, that's absolutely insane.
I mean, that's DOD for you.
I know, dude. Such a fun mon. It was weird because DOD, I remember, early on. Sucks.
Oh, I got it right on time.
Oh, that's tough being parried, too.
Wait.
No, I'm not fast. I'm not fast on this set.
Wait, actually, let me test that mechanic as well, funnily enough.
Sleep Talk will work, right? There's no way Sleep Talk doesn't work in this instance.
But can I call rest is the real question.
Oh, I guess, you know what? That's super true. I'm recording right now. I'll be out in 1 sec. Alright, let's see. How in the world do we want to do this?
Alright, can I Okay, that's a good start.
There's a nice little rage fist, but oh man, this is a tough position. This is definitely not a great spot. Rest Talk Annihilate was not something I expected. Nor was a key. Oh my god, Annihilate, don't do this to me.
Ape, can you do it?
Oh my goodness. Dude.
Yes, he can do it!
That's insane, man. Oh,
that's Annihilate
insane.
for you.
I can't believe that did that, man. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe that.
I think that's a good Aquajet. That is a good Aquajet.
Oh, dude, Pult is so good here, man. Oh, that's so brutal. I can't believe it. I simply cannot believe it.
I'll take it.
Your Thunderwave Will-O-Wisp. Aimel, what in the world is happening in this game, man?
Yep, double status to be as annoying as possible.
You know what? You sure are. Oh, that's a tough Thunderwave, or Will-O-Wisp too. I guess you can kind of just hard call me not ever going into, what do you call it? Chiyu. Oh, and your Colbur too. What if I was spin, Aimel? You have no idea.
You can spin if you want to. Won't stop you.
That's crazy. At least flip turn. Oh, that's tough, man. Yeah, that's tough. You got the paste on lock, man. That is a rough one. Yeah, good game, man.
It's nice.
That's a wrap, bro. Yeah, I just didn't expect you to go this route.
It's next.
Okay, I mean, for leftovers. I don't think there's anything you can do to Oko me. I don't think there is.
Hey, yeah, I'll take 30. Okay, yeah, you are in fact invested.
A little bit. That is not 2 KOing me. Alright, so we didn't lose to that.
And you lose to this.
I might.
You take Spike, okay. Okay. You're faster.
Get a little bit of lefties back. Get a little bit of lefties back. Dude, the Mew is such a problem, man.
I can go you again. Hit the button again, hoping for good RNG. Ruin. Was hurt by the spike, but that's fine.
I think you win. That's Rapskis, man. Oh, and you just attacked.
Yeah, I might as well.
I guess that's fair. I guess that's fair. Good game, Aimel. Looks like Emvee is winning finals.
Let's go. I did this for you, Emvee. I hope you're proud of me.
That was a tough one. Yeah, I didn't think he'd sack that. I figured the free Empo was just there. I figured the free Empo.
GG.
Yeah, wait, couldn't you totally lose to Rotom if you didn't poison jab there?
I mean...
Like, if I kill that, right? Don't you lose to Rotom off a pair?
Fluffy, Raging Bull for a Thunderclap, and even a Salvez and Empoleon with Flash Cannon, so...
Yeah, but don't you lose off a pair?
I mean, I see the lose condition, but it wasn't my favorite to win anyway.
Yeah, I just thought that would... I thought you'd take the more optimal route, you know? If you wall the thing, you wall the thing. That's a tough one. Well, that is it. It looks like Emvee is winning. Let's jump right back into the show. And there you have it. The final episode of SPL Draft Notes this season. Again, I really appreciate everybody for rocking with me this season, hanging out. I think we missed one show just due to busyness and things like that. But other than that, got a video up every week, and we're able to kind of talk some fun SPL matchups and talk Draft League, which is the most fun thing in the world to me right now. So if you guys do enjoy talking Draft League and hanging out with me, again, I would really appreciate it if you dropped a sub on the channel, showed some support for your boy, help push towards that end of the year goal of 5K. Of course, next time there is an SPL Draft League season, we will do another season of Draft Notes. you know, everything permitting and circumstance permitting and things like that. But yeah, again, I really appreciate you all. Thank you all so much. I'll see you guys next time. Later.